CIA Director John Brennan says that his agency will not engage in enhanced interrogation practices, which includes waterboarding, even if a future president orders it. Republican frontrunner Donald Trump has been vocal in the past about the need to bring harsher interrogation tactics back, and he responded to Brennan on Fox News yesterday.
I think his comments are ridiculous. I mean, they chop off heads and they drown people in cages with 50 in a cage, in big steel, heavy cages, drop them right into the water, drown people, and we can't waterboard and we can't do anything. And, you know, we're playing on different fields, and we have a huge problem with ISIS, which we can't beat. And the reason we can't beat them is we won't use strong tactics, whether it's this or other things. So I think his comments are ridiculous. Can you imagine these ISIS people sitting around eating and talking about this country won't allow waterboarding, and they just chopped off 50 heads?
Former CIA Director James Woolsey says the CIA cannot disobey a direct order from the president, and he joins me now. So, sir, what is your take on CIA Director Brennan's comments? I mean, can he really not, can he deny a direct order from the president? It sounds like he has every plan to do that.
Well, he feels strongly, clearly about an important issue, and but I think it's, you know, those delegates in 1787 who drafted up the Constitution Madison and his colleagues didn't put in a special little clause that says the American president has these authorities, footnote, except that the CIA can overrule the president on some things. There wasn't a CIA, of course, at the time. What your solution in something like that, if you're faced with an order you can't go along with, is to resign, not to try to overrule your boss.
What was interesting about all of this, you know, is that when Donald Trump was on Fox and Friends that we were listening to, you know, he said, look at what they're doing. Look at, you know, the beheadings and the brutality of ISIS. I mean, do you think that we're losing the fight against ISIS because we've weakened interrogation tactics, and that was President Obama by executive order, by the way?
Well, some use of waterboarding, I think there's a reasonable argument about whether waterboarding is or is not illegal under international law. But some use of it may be quite called for when something terrible is about to happen. Let's say there was a nuclear weapon somewhere in New York City and we had a limited amount of time to find it, and we had Khalid Sheikh Mohammed as our prisoner and could waterboard him, and he knew where the bomb was. Under circumstances like that, most anyone who was director of the CIA or president, I think, would say, well, we've got to try it, especially since waterboarding, you can make an argument that it's not torture. We perform it on all of our special forces, Navy SEALs and the others, as a training measure, and we don't pull their fingernails out as a training measure. So I think that in some extreme circumstances, even if you aren't in favor generally of waterboarding, you could need to use it. But I don't think the point is to try to match ISIS in their terrible interrogation methods. They're not the standard. We have to set our own standards.
All right. Well, I have to tell you what, it certainly is something that needs to be maybe addressed again, and it looks like that will continue, especially with Donald Trump leading with the GOP and really discussing this over and over. James Woolsey, former CIA director, thank you. We appreciate your time tonight.